Hold on a minute. If you're a young girl, a young boy, if you're married or you are yet to marry, this video is for you. But before we go ahead, I'd like you to follow my page if you're not following me, share my video and like my video. Send this video to your loved ones. You don't know who it might be of a help to. All right. You have heard things like marry your mate. I don't want to make any reference to any video, but I just want to say my mind here. If you're a young person, you are yet to marry. You have heard things like marrying your mates or dating your mates. Now, I will tell you the implication of marrying or dating your mates. There are two reasons why you should not date your mates. Yes, if you're a young girl, especially young ladies. Now, if you're a young girl of 20 years or beginning from 18, between 18 and 25, and you want to date your mates, which means if you are 20, you should be dating somebody like maybe 25. Now, a 25-year-old boy has this tendency that he might not marry for the next 15 years. The possibility of a 25-year-old boy not marrying even till the next 15, 10 years, the possibility is there. Now, which means you are going to be kept long in a relationship. That is the situation whereby people will say, I dated him for 7 years, 5 years, 10 years, and thereabout. And at the end of the day, the tendency of breaking your heart is very high. Because at that process of long time relationship, the person might meet somebody else. Not because the person is better than you, but because over familiarity kills interest. Not because you did anything, not because you are not good, but over familiarity kills interest. That is why most of the people who had a long time relationship end up having heartbreak. They end up breaking their hearts. They end up wasting their time. Wasting your time because men has much time. Even at 100, a man that want to marry will still marry. But at 40, ladies are already in trouble, beginning from 40. So, I will advise that you should use your head. If you are dating because you are ready for marriage, don't date below 30. If you're a young girl, you are dating, you want to date because you are looking up to marry, you are ready. Anybody that say, will you will say, I do. Don't date people that is below 30 because young guys below 30 has this tendency that they are not ready for marriage. They have this tendency that they are not ready for marriage because a young guy below 30, if that person is not from a rich family, which means he's still struggling, he's still hustling, he want to buy car, he want to build house. These are the first things they want to achieve before they settle down. Every young guy wants to achieve these two things, a car and a house. Now, guys that enter into marriage before achieving these things must have been up to 35 and 40 and above. So, if you are ready, you want to settle down as a young lady, irrespective of your age, don't date guys that is below 30. For safety purpose, for the sake of heartbreak. That's number one. Number two, young ladies, I want to admonish you. Please try as much as possible to marry before your 30th birthday. Before your 30th birthday, try as much as possible. If it is prayer, if it is whatever you want to do, try and marry as early as possible so that you won't face this risk of trying to find your mate, and at the end of the day, you waste your time till you became 40 and you want young guys to go in with you at your 40. If you are the one, if your brother brings in a lady of 40 years to the house that you want to marry, you will not approve it. You won't like it. You will advise your brother. Because the reason why I'm saying try and marry before your 30th birthday is go and make your research. Ask your doctor or browse it on the internet. Menopause starts ticking at 32. At 32, the clock of menopause starts ticking. Now you have heard that women enter menopause at 40. Now the clock starts ticking at 32, which means at 35, some women find it difficult conceiving at 35 and above. Some used to have delay. We're not saying that they don't conceive, but sometimes they have delay. So in order to save yourself the stress of fasting and prayer, going from prayer house to prayer house, do everything possible. Pray and believe God that you have to marry below 30. Now, I pray for anyone who is in line for marriage and is expecting God for marriage, irrespective of your age, that God will grant you your heart desire. And as God grant you your heart desire, God will bless you with the fruit of the womb. But let us not make same mistake that some other people made in the time past. Check people who are struggling, who are still believing God for the fruit of the womb. Most of them married above 35. Check it and confirm what I'm saying. I'm not trying to, spoil your mind. I'm not trying to, spoil your relationship, but to save our young ones from following the paths that other people followed that did not favor them. We're trying to save our young generation from engaging or going for unnecessary and avoidable prayers and fasting. Try as much as possible to marry early, young ladies, so that nobody, now men can marry at any time in their life and they will still have as many children as they want. So this idea of marrying your age doesn't work. It doesn't work, especially for young guys. If you are a young guy of 40 and you are looking for a girl of 35, you are on your own. If you are a young guy of 50 and you want to go and marry a lady of 40, you are on your own. For menopause, to avoid menopause and delay in childbearing, use your head. I pray for you that God will grant you all your heart desire, all your prayer points. The Lord will answer you. But God gave us brain so that we can give him some rest. Anything that is scientifically approved has a way of being designed by God. And if you must pray for things that has been designed by God, for God to change it, which means it is a grace which is not available to all. It is available. The Bible says, I will have mercy to whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So it's not for everybody. It's not a protocol. It's not a rule. It's not a doctrine. May God help us in Jesus' name.